Hello, everyone. Welcome to All Things YouTube. If you're watching the rerun, go ahead and skip 6 minutes to the start of the show, or skip about 14 minutes in, and that will be when the news segment kicks in. So I'll put on the countdown screen, and I'll see you at the top of the show. And I'll leave the mic open as always. Go ahead and say hello to the people in the chat and make friends. That's what it's there for. I will entertain you with some Toto Africa from my, I'm a big fan of Leo Macchiarocelli, and he does heavy metal covers, and he's awesome. Frog Leap Studios. Check this out. Gonna take a lot to drive me away from you. There's nothing but 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never had. Is that awesome or what? I love heavy metal covers. All right, we'll get some cool audio going here. Portal Woodworks is here. He says, today I really need tacos and tequila. Don't I know it, brother? Brenda G's Designs is here. Frankie CNC and Woodworking Channel is here. Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop. If you are in the chat, drop me a little note so I can see that you are here. Or if you prefer to remain anonymous and not drop a note in the chat, hey, that's all good too. Billy Burt. Hi, Billy Burt. Welcome to All Things YouTube. Background music is royalty free from amplitunes.com. Zach Herberholtz created it. Multi-talented, artfully yours with Diana is here. Hello, hello. Welcome to another All Things YouTube. We're just jamming out. RDO Media. I'm Mr. Steve Nealon. Welcome back, my friend. All kinds of good friends in the chat. Spread the show around. Don't be shy. How did you get the timer? Ooh, maybe I can talk a little bit about that. Talk about that on the show. It was custom built. The short answer is custom built. It's 3 different objects on the screen. I'm using OBS to run the show, so I'm not just going right through my webcam. I use the software OBS that connects to the stream, and that allows multiple layers. Background image of myself laid over top of a blue numbered countdown clock with a green background. I took the green out with a chroma key, and then the little animation I made with a transparent background. That's the ProRes 4444 file format. And that's also layered on there. So it's an image plus 2 little movies running. One with the green chroma key background and one with the transparent background. Dave Gatton is here. He says, evening, Mr. Haas. Hey, that's my father. Good evening to you too, sir. Less than 2 minutes to go. Yeah, because I have a transparent background on the little animation of the icons moving, you will see some green inside those icons that were not chroma keyed out. Because there is no chroma key, it has a transparent background. Yep. I love that one. Pulp Fiction. Of course, I love my TARDIS. It's going to vanish into time and space. Amplitunes.com. Go get yourself some free music for the YouTubes. It will never be copyright struck. Zach Herberholtz made this music on Amplitunes.com, and I love it. Less than 2 minutes. Holy heck, I made it for a change. Says Mark Lindsay, CNC. Welcome, Mark Lindsay. Odessa Woodworking says it's 111 degrees in Odessa, Texas today. He showed me the actual temperature from the weather service. He's not kidding. All right, we're gonna kick this off. Are you ready for the opening jam? Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know me. I'm Matt Haas. You are watching the All Things YouTube show. I am so happy to have you here. There is a lot of news to go over. I will break it all down and tell you what you need to know to be awesome on YouTube. That's what we do here on All Things YouTube. If you have questions, make sure to do the @ symbol and type awesome wood things and then type your question. That's called like @ mentioning. I think that's the correct term. It will show up nice and yellow on my screen. I also have people out on the Discord. I will throw a link in the chat. That is good for 24 hours. You can join my Discord. If you don't know what that is, it's a way for people to watch the show live with me and tell me through my earbuds what's happening in the chat in case I miss something. So if you hear me talking to someone and no one's talking back, a little behind the scenes type stuff happening there. So thank you for that. Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop is in my earbuds today. That's Al Forte. You can find him on Kilroy79763 on all the social medias. All right. What else do we have happening here? If you got to this point and you're watching on a rerun, just jump ahead to about 8 more minutes in, probably about minute 14. That's when the news segment will kick in here. Let's say hi to some people. Who's in here? Mark Lindsay, CNC. Hello. Dave Gatton. So I'm so formal. Frankie CNC and Woodworking Channel. Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop. Billy Burt. Brenda G's Designs. Harneal Media. And Billy Burt. Did I say Billy Burt? Artfully Yours with Diana is here. Portal Woodworks. Filling up. Hey, spread the love around. I don't want to be the best kept secret out there. Go tell people All Things YouTube is rocking and rolling. I am full of ideas, just not many good ones, says Dave Gatton. I hear ya. Remember, I got my cool little chat thing here. Little new feature of the show. I really like that. And every show I try and make a little better than the next. Look at this. I got a new light. Keep an eye on my piano beaver over there. Watch this. This is the way it has been up until now. Not good. Now look. Much better. Right there. That's $19, folks. That's what $19 gets you. A well-lit piano beaver. Oh, my goodness. So, don't forget, I have a Facebook page. Go ahead and drop a like on that. All kinds of good information is dropped on the All Things YouTube Show Facebook page and the All Things YouTube group. Go ahead and join the group. Both of these are free, and hey, you can ask me for advice, but the group's there 24/7, so take advantage of that. You want to drop in a little note of what your latest video was? Go ahead, put it in the All Things YouTube group. A lot of cool people in there, a lot of smart people in there. Will Matt light up his beaver? Yes, I will. Unlit, lit. I prefer a well-lit beaver. I don't know about you, but I do. Let's find out who has optionally supported me through crowdfunding efforts on my Patreon. Patreon.com/awesomewoodthings. Yes, that's not this channel, but it supports this channel. This is my other channel, Awesome Wood Things. Any Patreon donations to this location also supports All Things YouTube, so I appreciate that. We've got some top patrons. Jerry Brown from Polly Once a Crafter. The rest are YouTube channels. Top patron, new top patron, Portal Woodworks. Thank you. That's Mr. David Jones. And Osprey Mama, also an awesome YouTube channel. Another top supporter is Driveway Workshop with Jim Bashirs. The ones on the very bottom are YouTube channels. All of these that just appeared are the $1 a month. If you decide to be a patron, I will reconfigure this screen and put your information on there too. So you can make me do labor by signing up to patreon.com/awesomewoodthings. But we have Shane's Hobby Shop, Miter Mike's Wood Shop, #Marvelous McKenna. She's McKenna and she is marvelous. Anna B Workshop, OJ Woodworking Crafts, Javi's Woodshop, Marcel's Workshop, JP Woodwork, that's Mr. Jamie Page, and Mike Laffey from the podcast Maybe I've Said Too Much.com is the website. Special thanks to Makers Media Network. I am a proud member of Makers Media Network. More information on makersmedianetwork.com. Excellent, excellent. Who else dropped in here? Corkboard TV says hello to everyone. There's OJ Woodworking Crafts. Welcome, welcome. Paul's Messy Workshop. Hi, Paul. Saw you in last show. I don't think I caught you when you came in last time, but that's all good. Oh, got a note here from Frankie. What's he say? Pop this up on chat. I was getting messages about my channel name and it being only CNC videos, and I'm not a woodworker, so I started doing other stuff, and now I'm getting views and getting hateful comments I screen out. Well, see, that's just it. When you're talking YouTube, it's all about expectations. And even though you don't physically say stuff sometime, people kind of get their own expectations about what your channel is. And then when you deviate, you get a little bit of flack. So it's always a fine line between keeping your audience happy and giving them what they expect. But it's a double-edged sword. If you only do one-trick pony and give everyone what they always expect, they'll get bored. You know, you get it both ways. You get, oh, you've really changed. And then at the same time, you get, your stuff hasn't changed. You know, it's like there's no wrong. Do what you love. Do what you love. And if you're excited and passionate, it will, I think the audience will grow. I mean, that's what I like to do. I do a lot of videos on Awesome Wood Things, and I make stuff that I love. Most of it's geeky stuff. You know, I put it right there in the bio, you know, geek culture made out of wood. I get enjoyment out of that. So if you want to see big construction projects, that's not on this channel, but it's what I like to do. So there you go. All right. Let's jump in to the news. Oh, but first, don't forget about what I do on Thursdays. You know what I do on Thursdays, right? I team up with my partner in crime, Brenda G, on the Mind Equals Blown show, 7 p.m. Eastern, over on Brenda G's Designs channel. That's the channel name over on YouTube. We don't talk woodworking. We don't talk YouTube. We don't talk crafts, because she's an awesome crafter. Instead, we talk shenanigans, and it's a support type stream. You can find new friends and find new content out there, and we ask the audience to give us interesting facts, and if it blows our mind, we give out free virtual tacos and cowbell rings. It's a lot of fun. It's blowing up. Check us out Thursday over on her channel, Brenda G's Designs, and Brenda has a new series out there called That's Why I Need Bail Money. She did 200 of her last series, which was Heifer Haven's free advice, where she gave free advice. And now she has a whole series on That's Why I Need Bail Money. It's hilarious. Simply Wooden Creations is here. That's Russ Clarity. Welcome, my friend. This is All Things YouTube. You know me. I'm Matt Haas. Yes, yes, yes. We're ready to rock and roll here. Getting into the news of the week. That's right. The developers publicly state what has changed on the platform, and I follow all of that, and I break it all down, and I not only tell you, I show you what's different and tell you what you need to be awesome on the YouTubes. Why, if she is your partner in crime, is she the only one who needs bail money? Well, do you ever hear the word jailbait? So when we get into situations, I make sure she's the one that's captured first by the police. I think I could run a little bit faster than her. Yeah, so please give virtual dollar bills in the chat room to Brenda. I think she will appreciate your virtual dollar emojis because that might help her with her efforts because she needs bail money. Oh, yeah. He says he keeps escaping, says Brenda. That's funny. Oh, my goodness, my goodness. Well, what is happening on the YouTubes? Let's find out here. Bob Lee's Woodshop and Other Things is here. Speaking of channel names that have changed, that channel name got a tweak. See that? Bob Lee's Woodshop and Other Things. And you know I love the word things. All of my YouTube channels have the word things in them. All things YouTube, awesome wood things. Did you ever notice that? Yeah, there's a method to my madness. But please don't try and figure me out. It's a strange place up there in the head. Well, getting into the news here. Any questions along the way? Again, just ask in the chat about anything I'm saying or anything else you would like to know. The known issues card. Do you remember the known issues card? You can't see it right now because I'm obscuring it. That's not good. There we go. See that right there? Known issues. I just wanted to bring people's attention to this because there was an outage. There were some issues with the analytics not reporting correctly. And this is what often happens when something goes wrong with the website. They will, something won't appear correctly. But the good news is the data still exists. It's just not displaying properly. So I think I don't know if it was monetization or views. No, it was views. Views for one day dropped dramatically. It was an incorrect view count. And, where did that information show up? Right there under the known issues card. So go ahead and check that. If you ever suspect something is wrong, that's where you'll want to go. And it will tell you. Oh, you know what? I don't have... I have to redo something here. My screen's not correct. My resolution of my monitor. Let me fix that. Hope I don't ruin it. Okay, we'll try that. Try and scale this down. Let me... sorry about this, folks. 1 minute while I go behind the scenes here and fix this up. That's going to flip to something wrong. Okay, don't worry. I have the technology to fix this. I just have to go through this routine in order for it to work again. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So now I'm seeing the right resolution. There's my soul power jam again. What do we got happening here? So, oh no. Oh, the chat's not showing up right. Oh, maybe I have to fix that. Try that again. Trying to get the latest chat message up here. I think that's working. Let me go back again. Oh, darn it. I can't... The latest chat that I'm looking at is not the one that's displaying on the screen there, and I don't know why. That's all the way down. Oh, I shouldn't have changed that resolution. Why did I do that? Oh, well. Go back. All right, well, we do have a comment here. It's kind of why I paused. Sorry about that. Artfully Yours with Diana says, my YouTube artist friend is an anomaly. She never gets likes, comments, subscribes, and no live streaming yet. She's grown to 5,600 in 3 years. How is this anomaly? Oh, wow. Well, it's all about the content. People think about algorithm this and algorithm that. Well, you know what? If you're putting out stuff that people want, then people are going to come back and see you. That's all there is to it. It's all about expectations. I talked about expectations earlier. If you give them what they want, they'll come back. And they might share your stuff around. So whatever she's doing, it's working for her audience. And good on her for growing to 5,600 in 3 years. That's pretty amazing. I worked my butt off, and I'm about the same metric, if not a little bit slower than what she's doing. So good on her. That was fun. Power bump knocked us offline. Oh no. Well, I'm glad you came back there, Mark Lindsay CNC, having some power issues, some electrical issues. Oh yeah, that's not working again. Why is that not working? Boy, that's really odd. I'm gonna try and fix that. Try and fix that again. Copy this. Paste that in there. Hit OK. Try it again. Come on, baby. Nope. See, it's got this little blue thing at the bottom, wanting me to do that again. That's weird. Artfully Yours with Diana says, and they will watch her 45-minute videos. Good. Long form videos that can hold people's interest. Man, that really, really helps. I'm going to go back to the channel page. I am going to try and fix this chat. Something goes wrong, and I want it fixed. Show on watch page. Where am I? Guess I'm over here. Stop this. Stop that. Pop out chat. Boink. Grab the URL. Come back over here. Fix the URL in my little software. Paste it in. Let's see what we got. Did it work? Didn't work. I gotta change the... Nope. I don't know why it's not working. Bummer. Bummer. Sorry about that. Man, that sucks. Oh well, what can you do? I noticed my camera goes light. Look at the light background, but if I put something in front, I go like this. So now it's more green. Got to figure that out as well. Hit the blue arrow at the bottom of the chat window. I'm trying. It's like it's only a display here, Mark. I can't really click it. See? Down over here. See, I click it. It's not a clickable object. Yeah, they're telling me asking me if the window's too long, and I don't think it is. I have it rubber banded the whole way. It was working until I changed the resolution of my window. And it's not even scrolling anymore. Someone puts in a new chat. Yeah, it's not a live scroll either. Yeah, it's just wonky. I don't know why. Oh well. Bummer. Bring that back next. I'll have the resolution set properly next time, and then I will not run into this issue. But thank you for your help Hit the dang blue arrow. Yeah, it's like an image of the blue arrow on my software. It's not the actual clickable blue arrow. But oh well, ain't no big thing. Now, did I miss any chat messages? I don't think I did. So yeah, I mean, good on your friend there, Diana. She's doing something right. She's giving content people want. People come back. People are smart. They'll find a way to subscribe to you if you don't, pound it into their skull every moment. Yeah. Wonky like a donkey, says Mike Lindsay CNC. Check the YouTube chat for show page, and if you see it's displaying the arrow there. Yeah, no, I don't see it. Maybe I have it open one too many times. No, I only have one pop-out chat. Nope. I thought maybe I have like more than one tab open, and that's somehow messing with it, but it's not. That's not it. See, that one's popped out. That's not it. That's not it. Not it. Not it. Not it. It's not any of this. All good. Oh well. Sorry about that, folks. You try and be as prepared as possible, but hey, this is live video. Must answer the survey first. All right, so what else is happening? The default to beta is happening. That means that no longer will you be able to click this button at the top here of the interface and go right to Studio Classic. That's going away. Oh, there we go. One is going. We'll close that one up. Yep. So they're serious. They're taking it away. So if you're, that's my email. So if you're out on the public-facing site and you come here, boom, you are going to go to Studio Beta. You are not going to go to Classic. Remember, if you're here and go to Settings, oh, it's gone. It was right here. It's no longer there. They were serious. Yeah. When they dropped this information at the time, you could check it. So look at that. Everyone is defaulted to beta, or at least I am. They did say it was rolling out, so my channel must be hit by it. So this is that is no longer an option. You must go to YouTube Studio Beta now. Now, don't freak out, because you can always get to the Classic by going to the escape hatch down there. See where I'm scrolling over down here? That's the Creator Studio Classic escape hatch. And a better experience is to use these flyout menus, and then they pop open a new tab and only show you the Classic information in the center. So this left-hand nav that had the links in Classic, gone. The right-hand nav that had the links in Classic, gone. The footer that had the links in Classic, gone. This is the new protocol. So if you need something, try and come here first, would be my recommendation, and then go here last. And try and live like that. I think you'll have a much better experience. Haven't used Classic in months, says Dave Gatton CNC. Good on ya. Good on ya. That's fun. Haven't used Classic in months. Excellent. Boy, that chat thing really has me burned. I'm like, I want to fix it so bad. I think if I had 1 minute, I could redo the source and rebuild it, but I don't want to take any more time on it. Yeah, fun stuff. Okay, next news item, thumbnail A/B testing. Yes, thumbnail A/B testing is happening. Now, it's only a very few people have this. What exactly is it? Well, I don't, as far as I can tell. See, TubeBuddy has A/B testing in it, but it's a premium feature, so I don't have access to it. But if you have TubeBuddy installed and you paid what is it, $11 a month, $12 a month, $10 a month, something like that. There's a feature in here. Well, actually, it's probably on the video itself. So you would go into a video, and you would, and it will let you A/B test your thumbnails. So you could have one thumbnail going for a little bit, switch it out for another thumbnail, or have two thumbnails simultaneously on the platform. I don't think it's like that, but this new feature might be like that. Bottom line is you can A/B test. You can test one group of settings, setting A, and you can test another group of settings, not settings, metadata, titles and thumbnails and things like that. And so that's rolling out. Now, only a few people have it, so don't expect to see it anytime soon, but they're working on it. They're working on it hard. It needs to scale. That's a term they use a lot. Scale means it works on a large group of users. Because let's face it, YouTube isn't one server. YouTube is distributed over servers all over the world. It's a very hard thing to do. It's not like you go to GoDaddy and you fire up one server and you send the whole world to your one server. So it's very complicated when you build big, complicated systems like YouTube. And so they need to do that. So that is happening. Dave Gatton says, I learned all about Studio Beta by watching All Things YouTube. How about that? Thanks for the shout out there, my friend. Yeah. And it did get a speed bump. That was a previous news article. It used to be kind of slow. Like you would come here, you would go to analytics, and this little stroby thing at the top would, try and get you there. And then see this little, did you see it? It went bloop. When you sometimes you see the little bar. Now it's halfway. That used to be like twice as long when you flipped around to all the different things. I try and reply to everybody. Thanks for watching. Boom. Drop a like. And here's another power tip. You put these little hearts on there, they get a notice. So one power tip is to interact with the people who are commenting on your stuff, and then a couple days later go smack little hearts on there, and they'll get a boop, they'll get a little notice. Hey, every time you're in front of them, it reminds them of you. So that's a good little power tip there. What's the benefit of quote unquote testing, says Mark Lindsay CNC? What you would learn really quickly is the click-through rate. It's essentially click-through rate. How ravenous is the public clicking on thumbnail A versus thumbnail B? So if you did A/B testing and you had an hour's worth of data on thumbnail A and it did 500 clicks, and you did thumbnail B and it did 200 clicks, you would know to throw thumbnail B in the garbage and only use thumbnail A. That's the benefit of it. So you compare the activity of the users on the platform interacting with your stuff. You compare those interactions between one grouping of titles and thumbnails and other metadata versus a different grouping of thumbnails and titles and metadata. Time to upgrade your Dropbox, Matt. Yeah, I rock the 2 gigabytes free. But they don't have like a cheap version. It goes right to expensive. I think it's free or $130 a year. I'm like, I'm not paying $130 a year. And then they even cheapened it up where you can't do 5 computers anymore, or like a phone and 2 computers and 2 iPad. They've limited it now. You can only do 3 devices. And I don't know. So this is real-time A/B testing, or does it have to be 24 hours for the analytics to kick in? Oh, good question, Mark Lindsay. 2 answers. First, what they're building in the formal news segment, we don't have all the information about. So I hope it's simultaneous, where they send half of the traffic to one thumbnail and half the traffic to another thumbnail. We don't know. Second way to answer that is they're rolling out statistical data into about 3 hours. What am I talking about? Click-through rate, average percent viewed, all that critical information. It used to be 48 hours. So you uploaded a video and waited 2 days before you got to see click-through rate and average percent viewed. My two most favorite statistics out there, because these combined equals success. Really, this is what drives watch time. So you just can't say get more watch time. You have to tell people how to get more watch time. You need people clicking and you need people watching. That's how you get watch time. First, they got to click it. They can't see it if they don't click it. So they got to click it and then they got to watch it. So they can't go right to watching without first clicking it. I think that's clear. Faster now. So when you upload a video, come back about 3 hours later after upload, and you should see the detail. I'll show you. So go to one of my uploads. So I'm here in analytics. This is I targeted a video. This is my Bell analytics are finally here. Ooh, this one did much better than average. Yay me. And then you would come to reach, and it's the inverted trapezoid of awesomeness, aka impressions and how they led to watch time. So this data, it used to be empty for 2 days. And this data used to be empty for 2 days. And if you came here, and you came here, and then went to this link, and you're looking at your videos, and you say, see, the best thing's missing here, average percent viewed. That's the money shot right there. That should be default. So this will be empty for the first 48 hours, and that will be empty for the first. But now, 3 hours. 3 hours. They're trying to get that rolled out across the whole platform. So what else we got here? Artful Years with Diana says, what is your opinion about trying to get monetized when it requires so much live streaming daily and not much earnings in the end? Well, hey, you got to pay your dues. You say it requires a lot of streaming. It requires a lot of watch time. You get watch time on streams and you get watch time on uploaded videos. And you'll know what's right for you based on what your audience likes. If your audience likes the live streaming, it'll show in the analytics. If they like your published videos, it'll show in the analytics. I mean, I get, let's look at mine here. So that's a 2-minute video. Okay, well, we'll go into Bell Analytics. Just pop in here. Retry. Details. And go to Analytics. And I'll set this to since published. So I got 72 minutes of watch time. Now, there's only 50 views. Well, 49 views. So that's a little more than an hour. Well, let's go back to my library. And I'll go to one of my live streams. Come over here to live. We'll go to last week's. And we'll go to analytics. 464 minutes a while. So on my channel, I have a young channel. I mean, look at my subs. I only have 174 subs. Live stream seems to give me more watch time. So in the all things YouTube world, live streams are propelling me forward faster. If you go to Awesome Wood Things, it's completely the opposite. I did live streaming. I did an hour and a half show every week on Awesome Wood Things. Puny. I would get 1,000 minutes. 1,000 minutes on my live shows on Awesome Wood Things. And that would kind of be like the lifetime of that thing. But I do a 4-minute build video on how to build something like this. I'd have 4,000 minutes. And, this is a 3.5 minute video on how to make this piece of art, which I'm giving this piece of art away about 2 more weeks. So go over to Awesome with Things, click my newest video, and drop a comment, and you'll be entered to win for free. I'll ship anywhere in the world. So if you want that. I'm one person. There's 2 different answers just for me. So on my young channel with 174 subscribers, I'm doing really well with live stream, collected my watch time. Over here on this channel, I have over 5,000 subscribers. My 4-minute video uploads are quadrupling, sextupling, septupling, multiple times more watch time on my uploaded videos. So you just have to, see what works for you. What else she says? My audience prefers live streaming by the analytics. Well, I mean, there's your answer then. But it won't always be like that. It might be that way for a year. But maybe you upload a 6-minute tutorial as an uploaded video, and maybe that'll catch you more watch time than 4 live streams put together. I mean, it will change over time. So don't get complacent with your analytics. Go back and check it. Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop says, and yes, those that receive the content, it is a labor of love at Mark Lindsay CNC. Yeah, they're having a conversation about that. That's another thing. You got to be passionate about you. I've seen too many channels where the host is just grinding through it, and that they've lost the spark, that it's not passionate for them. I never want that to happen, on my channel, and I never want it to have it happen in my workshop, because I make things out of wood, and I love the hobby. I want it to be enjoyable. I mean, I work my butt off all day long. I have a full-time job. I'm doing 5 million things in the evening, trying to make content on top of everything else. The last thing I want to do is have my hobby become dreadful. So I typically don't do work, because people say, oh, you're a woodworker, can you make me X, Y, and Z? Oftentimes I will politely decline, because it would be fun to make someone a step stool or an entertainment center, but that's not what I'm trying to put on my YouTube channel. So I turn it down. So my thing now is, and it might change, but my thing now is, if you need something made out of wood and you want me to do it, it has to be appropriate for Awesome Wood Things. What's on Awesome Wood Things? Geek culture, 8-bit video games, pop culture, movies, awesome stuff. So if your woodworking item falls in line with that, then hey, maybe I'll do it. And Mark Lindsay CNC says, I started doing live Q&A about 8 hours after a video goes live, and it's doing very well. The Q&A is about the subject covered in the video, and folks are tuning in. Look at that. Good for you, Mark Lindsay CNC. Starting something new. I love it. So he publishes a video, and then about 8 hours later, goes on and goes live. More content about the video. That would train your audience to, Mark Lindsay posts something, I better watch it, because in a few hours he's going to be live. So that's probably driving up the traffic of your uploaded videos. If it's not driving the traffic now, after a while, I bet you it will. Him and I Woodworking is here. Says, I feel the same way. Awesome. Yeah, that's still stuck. Man, I think I could probably redo that right here. There's one more news item. Oh, okay. Next news item, the yellow icon. The yellow icon. That's the monetization icon when it's not suitable for all advertisers. Well, this is just an announcement, nothing to show, but they said that every time an icon goes yellow and the channel owner appeals it, and the channel, the icon goes green, they capture that instance every single time, and they're training the algorithm every time you do that. Every time you challenge a yellow icon and it goes green, supposedly, the system gets better. The system learns from that instance. So I know it can be a little aggravating to get a yellow icon when you shouldn't have a yellow icon, and you have to go through the process of doing the manual review and then getting it green, and then it comes green after a lot of views came in, and you think you're leaving all this money on the table. I get it. Apparently, from what they say, it's helping the system. And there was an announcement from the CEO, Susan Wojcicki, that the false yellows have gone down about 30%. So forget fixing the chat, Matt. Light up your beaver. She's lit. Not lit. Lit. Yep. And I got it a little bit. I did a test the other day, but I think I got it a little bit better. I moved the light a little bit closer. So it's closer now. I dig it. If you challenge the yellow icon and it goes green, someone at YouTube got tased. Says Brenda G's Designs. Gotta watch that, Brenda G. Yep. Okay. Last bit of news. The appeals. When you're kicked out of the YPP program, the YouTube Partner Program. In other words, you're no longer getting checks from YouTube from the ad sharing program. If you get kicked out of YPP, but you still have a channel, but they deem you not worthy of being in the YPP program, meaning you've broken the terms of service, that's one punishment they can give you. Break the terms of service, they could remove you from YouTube altogether after 3 strikes. But sometimes, rather than kicking you out, they will remove monetization from your channel. Still allow you to post videos, but they'll remove monetization. Now, if that happens, there will be a way you can formally upload a video, a separate video that's unlisted, that's just you talking to YouTube, and they'll give you guidelines on what points you need to cover in the video. So if you think you were improperly removed from the YouTube Partner Program, there will soon be a way, and it's rolling out, it's not completely rolled out, and they'll notify you by email, and they'll notify you on the interface that you could now, under a very prescribed way, upload a response video to YouTube covering the points that they guide you to cover, and they will review your video against their decision to kick you out of the YouTube Partner Program, and they may overturn their decision. So it has always been a bone of contention that some YouTubers think, I got kicked out of this and there's nothing I can do. No one's listening to me. I want to make my case, and they may or may not have an account manager, but that's not going anywhere. So now there is a way to right that wrong, if that ever happens to you. Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon is here. Why did this not show up in my news feed? Somehow I was unsubscribed, just resubbed. Thank you, Niantic River Woodworking with Chris Nealon. Hey, while we're at it, drop a big old like on this video. That would help me out a lot. Likes are free. You can like this video for free, and that will help me. I see where folks who have been demonetized are posting teasers on YouTube, then posting the full video on Patreon. Yeah, some people are doing that too. Some people who aren't demonetized are putting more risky videos on Patreon. Well, they'll put most of their videos out on YouTube. They're like, sorry, I don't feel comfortable posting this topic. There's nothing wrong with the topic. It's just, it might not be suitable for children under 13 or something. It might be, an adult topic. And they're like, okay, go to Patreon. And you know what? YouTube is starting to become, it's kind of like the nanny state now, where I watch a lot of people recapping the news, and they'll be reading the news article, and they'll substitute words that are more favorable on YouTube because they'll go with the yellow icon. They'll lose the icon. So, a lot of words that is another way of saying weapon. Like if you say the other word that begins with a G and has 3 letters, like that, then boom, you'll get the yellow icon. So they'll substitute words like that. It's kind of awkward because a lot of people put the news article up on screen and they'll read the paragraph out loud, and then they'll put their own commentary in when necessary, and then you're reading along with them as they're talking, and they'll say a different word for what's actually written there, just so it doesn't get caught up in the algorithm. And it's getting really awkward. I'm like, I prefer, if it's good enough to publish on the web and it's newsworthy, let it ride. You can't wall off the world from people who, I don't know. I think I think it doesn't need to be that extreme. I'll just say it that way. Usually music reaction videos where YouTube hits them with copyright strike, they'll put that on Patreon, then post a short teaser of it on YouTube. Well, that's okay. Mark Lindsay CNC said that, and that is certainly something people are doing, and that's a way to get around copyright violations. And that's happening also. Yeah, I'm referring to just changing language so you say the same thing you wanted to say, but you use safer words to say it because those words are being watched by the algorithm, and then they're putting things in motion where you're not getting promoted as much and you're not getting, put out the vocabulary police. It really kind of is. And the biggest legitimate argument on YouTube is, when they have the YouTube Premium stuff. I mean, there was one YouTube Premium show about middle schoolers getting into all kinds of raunchy shenanigans. I mean, and it was swearing, and it was, adult topics, and it was, it was like a PG-13 or light R-rated movie. But it was for direct to YouTube. It was a YouTube Premium, and guess what? Full promotion across the platform in everyone's. It's in recommended. It's it's in creators on the rise, and it's in trending, and it's pushed out everywhere. But then you say the same type of naughty word, and you're not in, and it's not fair. There's 2 sets of standards, and it's a legitimate criticism. But you know what? Just gotta plug through it. They're coming around. Exterminate. We are being policed by a bot. In many ways, we are. What did Chris Nealon says? Tough weekend. Something crawled up my smiley face. Could have been. Oh boy. Good chats out there. So now there's a way to appeal with a video that you can publish directly to YouTube staff who are in charge of reviewing appeals to things like kicking you out of the YouTube Partner Program. Good on them. That combined with what they did last week, where, speaking of Mark Lindsay CNC, what you said about trying to skirt around copyright issues on music, they have a new policy where if the audio clip is just a few seconds long, or the audio clip is in the background, it's longer than a few seconds, but it's like music playing in the back, or a car goes by playing music, or you're in an elevator and a Pop 40 tune in Muzak version is playing on the elevator, and you're on there for 2 minutes or whatever. They're no longer allowing manual copyright strikes to take the revenue in those instances. So short instances of copyrighted music, single-digit seconds, under 9 seconds, preferably under 5, but there's no hard and fast rule for it, or music in the background that you're not interacting with. Now, if you're on camera singing along to it or talking about the lyrics or talking about the author, that's something separate. So they call it incidental instances of copyrighted music, which means short clips, 5 or so seconds, definitely less than 10, but no hard number. Short little clips or music in the background that wasn't intentionally put there by the creator, they can no longer earn money off of those claims. That's good. That's good for creators. So this appeals process where you're kicked out of YPP and you can make a video directly to the YouTube team, good for creators. Not giving money for trivial instances to the copyright owner of music, this is music only, good for the creator. So I'm thankful it's trending in that direction. There's still plenty to fix. There's still plenty of injustices, but it's getting there. Question from YouTube is making some good policy changes, says Chris Nealon. Yes, I agree. Artfully Yours with Diana says, what's your opinion about the rumor that in 2020 the new requirement for monetization will be 5K subscribers and 10K watch hours? I would like to see some official sources where that rumor has come from. I haven't seen it. If someone in the chat or even after the show could send me information about that, I mean, put it on the group or put it on, put it as a message on the page, or, find me online /Matt Haas, MATTHAAS. That's facebook.com/ and then this with no space. Let me know. Let me know the article or the blog post or the Reddit thread where people have heard that. Mark Lindsay says he's never heard the rumor. Well, folks know the difference between incidental exposure music versus it being done on purpose. Well, folks may know it. That was a comment from Mark Lindsay, CNC. Folks might know that or they might not know that, but they're going to kind of figure it out as these copyright strikes happen from the copyright holders. Also, the new change, Mark, I don't know if you got this from previous shows, is every manual claim must have the infringing timestamp start and stop. Before, that wasn't necessary. Someone could just say, oh, it's in there, click, boom. People would do 2-hour live streams and they would get hit with something like, I don't know where that is. And they legitimately complain. They're like, what am I supposed to do? Now they have to now the automatic claims, the timestamps are already in there, but this is manual claims. So, and also another good point is they've boosted the tools that they've given creators. So if someone says my copyrighted music is at 5 minutes 0 seconds to 5 minutes 25 seconds, you can now with one click make that go mute. You can with one click trim that whole video and audio out. You can with one click swap in free royalty music from YouTube's own library. They're giving you lots of tools to quickly fix that up. Jim Dockrell is here. Hi, Jim Dockrell. He's got a good video out. Go check it out. It's fixing up the property on the exterior of a structure. It's good stuff. And he's doing Windows. He's reinstalling Windows. No, not the Windows operating system. Physical Windows. I think that's a future video, but good stuff happening over there on Jim Dockrell's channel. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. I don't know where the new YPP requirements are coming from. Let me see if I can find it. Why? YPP rumors. YouTube partner program. New requirements rumor. Trying to find it. 10,000. What is it? What did you say? 5,000 watch hour or 5,000 subscribers? What was the rumor? Yeah, 5,000 subscribers. I'm not finding it on the Googles. I don't know. I don't know. If there's an official source somewhere out there on that rumor, please let me know. Mark Lindsay says, the only music I use is from the YouTube library. I take no chances on someone developing a beef with me and my playing games. I've seen it. Jim says interactive comments might go as well. Bummer. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah. Speaking of music, Mark, here's something else you might want to consider. Amplitunes.com. This is a member of our community, Zach Herberholtz. He is, yeah, I'll sign up for that. Come here to music. This is amplitunes.com. I put the link in the chat. And then scroll down, and then you've got premium music here. That's pretty cool. Get a party happening here. It's all free. Free music. You want it? Go get it. Hang loose, dude. That's called surf and turf. Now, I think there's, 15 of these? It's not a huge library. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 songs! Hey! Can spice things up a little bit beyond what's in the YouTube library. But that YouTube library, it's growing. Every couple of months, there's a whole bunch of little red little icons on there saying, new. Audio is donkey wonky, Matt. What happened to audio? Uh-oh. Then your audio. Check. There we go. Better? Better one, better two, better one. All right. Try and fix that up there. Is that better now? I hope so. Go back out. Bad audio. Still bad audio? I did pull it out. Put it back in again. Oh no, your audio went super wonky and bad. Oh man, I hope that fixes itself soon. Here, let me pull it out again. I said it was okay now. It was probably okay. All right, I think that's better. I'm going to presume that that's better. Go back. That's good. That's good for creators. So this all right, is this better now? I think it's better now. Even right now, I sound robot. Bummer. Even now? Welcome to my world. It's robotic on Discord. I'll disconnect Discord. I disconnected Discord. Maybe that's better. It's okay now. I'm hearing it's okay now. Let me refresh. No, it sounds okay. I think it's okay. Yep. Welcome to my world. All right, we're cool. Fire up Discord again. All right, we're back on Discord. Hopefully that doesn't mess up the YouTubes again. But sorry about that. I was jamming out too, man. There's some cool stuff there. Let me try it again. Is that going good? Awesome stuff. Here, I like this Fire and Brimstone. It's Fire and Brimstone. Amplitunes.com. 2 minutes. There we go. Just wanted to give that some proper credit because it's awesome. And I like awesome things. Audio good. Your beaver's lit up, but your chat is jacked. Yeah. Yep. It's the way it is. It's the way it is. Okay. I'm glad that's resolved itself. I'm glad it resolved itself. Hey, and that's what you got to do. You got to pull out the USB and put it right back in again. Okay, Al. Yeah, give a like if you haven't. See, look at this TV, and as it gets closer, so now it gets nice and green. Look at the green. See the green, and I pull it away, and it goes lighter. The things I obsess over. Coffee time, back in a minute. Ooh, pour me a cup, Mark. I'll take your coffee all day long. Yep. Well, that's what I had for you this week, folks. Are there any other questions out there on the YouTubes? I'll be happy to answer them. If you have show suggestions, go ahead and let me know, either now or anytime throughout the week. Remember, I've got the YouTube page and the YouTube group. Go ahead and join them. And if you want an icy cold beverage in a Yeti Mancrafting mug that has been laser etched, go to mancraftingtm.com. Not sponsored, but good friend of mine. He will make you one or more Mancrafting mugs. Most places won't do just one. He will. He will do just one if you want. But he'll do more, too. What's going on with Matt Haas? Well, remember, over on my Awesome Wood Things channel, I'm giving away this artwork on Awesome Wood Things. This is the pattern of the rug in The Shining. And on the background is text that says, "All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy," written in the typewriter font. And Brenda needs bail money. Yeah. Brenda has a new series called That's Why I Need Bail Money. Go check her out on Brenda G's Designs. G's is plural. Brenda G's Designs on the interwebs. And catch her new series. How many do you have now, Brenda? I think 5, maybe 6 or 4, 5 or 6 different episodes of... No, you got to go check them out. And I like it that she has the titles now. The titles reflect the content that she's talking about. So if she gets a really good viral story, you can look through her catalog and just find exactly the one that you want. Or if someone says, oh, yeah. If someone says, go check out the one where Mooney June, this character Mooney June appears in a lot of her episodes where they get into all kinds of trouble, her and Brenda. And so if any of her antics are particularly funny, you can now say, go to her channel and give someone the topic, and that can find that video based on the topic. AJ's here. Hi, AJ. Thanks for stopping by. We are just wrapping up the show, but I'm glad you're here. Drop a like before you head on out. but we'll be here for a little bit longer. So did I drop a link to Mind Equals Blown? I don't think I did. There, go to Mind Equals Blown and click the set reminder button and then jump right back here. There's all kinds of ways to support me beyond Patreon. I have a support page on my website. Go check that out. I've got affiliate shopping, a Subscribe Star page. You can buy a shirt from me, direct PayPal, and then you can send me physical stuff in the mail. That's at awesomewoodthings.com/support. You can go check that out. And here is the link to the sorry. I'm putting duplicate links in the chat. Going crazy. What? I'm hitting copy. It's not copy paste. There you go. That's the Facebook page. My little copy and paste wasn't sticking for some reason. This should be the Facebook group. Oh, VPN. Does VPN work still when you're on another Wi-Fi away from home? Oh, that's an interesting question, Artfully Yours with Diana. VPN is virtual private network. It's a way to tunnel into a different location and have the outside internet think you're coming from that location. So it obfuscates your real location. And it also has security issues because the security of the location you're tunneling into is now your security. Usually it's a very hardened, secure business network or some sort of other safe network. And Artfully Yours was asking if VPN still works when you're on another Wi-Fi away from home. Yes, that's the whole point of Wi-Fi. That's the whole point of VPN. You could be on many different networks, including many different Wi-Fi networks, and the VPN will still make your experience the same as if you were in that location. It won't change your speed. You know, the speed will... There's a data protection. Al's telling me in my earbuds there's a data protection aspect of it too, with VPN. A lot of people use it to get around filters that try and say you're not allowed to watch a certain piece of content because you're in a certain area, so you can get around it. A lot of like Major League Baseball games, you know, you can't watch any team in, you know, the tri-state area that you're in. You can only watch teams from the other side of the country live, and then they could get around that. A lot of people in Europe try and get exclusive USA content in a country in Europe, and they'll use it for that too. But I got my first Streamlabs donation yesterday. I got way too excited about it too. Isn't that cool? Yeah. As other systems are trying to compete with YouTube, they are also rolling out new ways for your fans to monetize your content. And Streamlabs has its own type of super chat, but it's platform independent. Anyone can use it. So that's fun. Good on you, Mark. That Mark Lindsay, he's the one thing you are not, Mark Lindsay, is complacent. You keep trying different things, and I love it. Pushing. That's the way you got to be. Never settle. Okay, folks. Thanks for hanging out. I know we had some audio issues. That kind of sucked. I had some issues with my new chat little logger thing there. That kind of sucked as well. But I will have all this ironed out in future videos. And one thing did get better, my beaver light. So I'm happy that's a little bit better. That's all I try and do, is just try and make something better than it was the time before. It's all for you. It's so I have a better show for you. All right. Let me know if you have a show topic or if you have any questions about YouTube or anything else. If I can help, I certainly will. Good night, everyone. Be awesome on the YouTubes. Make content on YouTube. Make YouTube the best place for entertainment and learning on the planet. Let's crush the conventional television networks, because I'm a no fan No fan of that at all. Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop. Thank you for being in my earbuds. Check him out. Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop. That's Kilroy79763 all over the interwebs, especially Twitch and YouTube and everywhere else that he's on. Discord, all that fun stuff. All right, we will leave it here. Thank you, everyone. Stay awesome. And go to ampletunes.com because that's awesome too. All right, take care.